Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a video about being a working mom. So I had a baby on March 22nd of this year, and in September 21st I went back to work full-time. The plan was to just go part-time, but it turned out that it has been a full-time job since September. So we were lucky in that both my mum and Robert's mum agreed and lived close enough for us to use them as childminders. So yeah, I'm going to have a couple of pros and a couple of cons. I'm going to do the cons first, just because. The bad news first and then the good news. So I have them wrote down. If you see me kind of looking down, I'm looking at my list that I wrote. I did do a blog post on this recently. I have a blog, it's ourIrishFamily.com. I'll have it linked up in the cards and also in the description. You can check that out, and let me know. There's a range of different articles and blog posts there that are slightly differ from my YouTube content. But anyways, I'm going to jump straight in now and do my pros and cons of being a working mom. So the first con is obviously the most noticeable one, is you have to spend a lot of time away from your baby. So as I said, we planned for me just to work part-time, but it turned out that the job I got is a full-time position. I spend 9 hours a day away from Ava. We got up in the morning. I spend half an hour to 45 minutes with her before I have to bring her to either of the granny's houses. I leave her there for 8.5, 9 hours. We collect her at around 6 p.m. and she is here and awake for about an hour and 15 minutes, and then she's in bed. Her bedtime is getting closer and closer to earlier and earlier, should I say. So it is getting quite a lot of less time with her, which is not what I wanted. So I'm hoping that can kind of change in 2017. So another thing is you miss out on a lot of firsts. It hasn't happened to us so far, and if it has, I think both of our mothers are good enough that they don't say that Ava did something phenomenal today. They would kind of drop it into conversation a couple of days after it happened. And this is my opinion on it. I don't know whether this is true, but I do think that she does do some stuff in both my mom's or Robert's mom's houses. And then a couple of days later they will say to us, did you notice that Ava now can clap her hands or wave goodbye or play peekaboo and stuff, you know. So you do miss out on a lot of firsts, and it is something that I am conscious of, that I don't want to miss out on, like her first time crawling or her first time walking or something, you know. So it has to be done, but yeah, you do miss out on a lot of things. And the next one is you have a lot of guilt, and I like to call this mom guilt. Mom guilt comes if you are a stay-at-home mom, you'll still have it. If you're a working mom, if you're a part-time mom, whatever it is, you're gonna have mom guilt, or mom guilt. Basically, you feel guilty about a whole range of things. You know, what I kind of feel guilty about is that because she split through both of our mothers, which is great for both of them because they both get to spend time with her, and it's good for her that she gets to know both sides of our immediate families. But she doesn't have a solid routine, because I haven't really specified a routine, and each of the mothers do a different thing, and obviously they parent differently, so they're going to parent their grandchild differently, if you know what I mean. So I get a lot of guilt over that. Now she hasn't, if she's off or if she's sick, or if somebody says Ava was sick today, or Ava wasn't right today, or I think Ava's cheating, I get a good amount of guilt over that because I haven't noticed it myself because I'm at work, and I needed our mothers to tell me that there's something wrong with my child. So there's kind of a lot of guilt associated with that. And then the final thing, I suppose, to go along with one of my concerns in there is that other people influence your child. So like I said, both of our mothers parent differently. They probably parent different than I parent. So there's going to be a lot of outside influences on Ava that will make her do other things that not maybe necessarily I don't want her to do, but because I'm not in with her all day every day, she's going to pick up stuff that I don't want to happen. Nothing serious so far. There's nothing at all. So if you are watching this, I'm not saying that you're not doing a good job minding my child. You are doing a good job minding my child. But there's just things. It'd be the same if children went to daycare. You know, they're going to do stuff in daycare that maybe necessarily you don't want them to do in your own home. But they're going to pick up and they're going to do it. And that's something you have to adapt to. If you are a working mom, you need to adapt to these things. And yeah, that is really my cons. Onto the pros. The first pro of being a working mom, there's more financial income. So Robert was just working for the past couple of years. Robert has been the main income earner. He still is the main income earner. My income just adds a nice little financial boost to our month. So more money is the reason that I am working. We obviously have plans and we need some money to make those plans work. So another thing is it gets your brain functioning. So what I found when I was at home, that I was just thinking about the baby constantly. Everything was the baby's concerns. What's the baby's going to do next? How is the baby going to sleep? Is she going to nap? Is she going to want food? What's wrong with her? Why is she acting like this? But it makes you think of other things that aren't necessarily about the baby. So I do accounts and work, so I'm thinking about the accounts, I'm thinking about orders coming in, I'm thinking about sales, I'm thinking about what stock do we have to order, these sorts of things, you know. So it makes my brain function more. And then really the final massive pro for me is you get more adult interaction. So again, if you're at home all day with the baby, you can go out and meet a friend for coffee or something, or you can join a group. But in work there is always other people around for you to talk to. You might not want to talk to them, but they are there to talk to and interact with them. And being the business that I am employed in, there's people constantly ringing up looking for product, there's people constantly dropping in the showroom looking for a product, and so on. So there is a lot more adult interaction. So that is really it, guys. That is my video for today. So it's being a working mom, the pros and cons. If you are a working mom or a stay-at-home mom or even a part-time mom, let me know what you find a pro and con of that specific job function that you have. So yeah, that is it, guys. Don't forget all my social medias. As I mentioned, I do have a blog now. It's ourIrishFamily.com. I have a Twitter, a Facebook, an Instagram, a Pinterest, a Snapchat. So all of those links and information will be in the description. So thank you so much for watching. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. If you like it, give it a big old thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Goodbye.